0 to 60 is going to come in at a staggering 8.7 seconds. Hold on, Mildred. So it's not a sports car. But before you say to yourself, oh boy, here we go, Smitty's got another high miler, this ain't your average high miler pickup right here. Hey everybody, welcome back to Smitty Sells Cars, where I review cars so you don't have to. Because pictures lie and smell is free. Today I got something special for you. How about a 2006 Ford F-150 Lariat? This pretty truck has 158,235 miles on it and has spent its entire life in the good state of Florida. But before you say to yourself, oh boy, here we go, Smitty's got another high miler, this ain't your average high miler pickup right here. So right away you'll notice with this Lariat you have the two-tone paint. It does have the 5.4 liter Triton engine, but the tires are good all the way around. You have Goodyear Eagles with an absolute ton of meat still on that tire. Perfect shape. And you just know I gotta get underneath this thing and really snoop around. Okay, so time for the honesty part. Underside, there's definitely surface rust. Florida salt, time, miles, hey, they add up. But here's the deal. Rust, surface rust, doesn't always mean end of frame. The key structural bits are all here and they're in good shape. There's no holes, no catastrophic rot. It's had miles, yes, 158K. But this thing's definitely ready to still keep on trucking. Okay. And yes, this thing was owned by a retired Air Force veteran, so you know it's been taken care of and kept clean. You do have the Lund soft tonneau cover back there. It does have a bed liner. But really clean truck. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. Okay, WeatherTech mats, no knockoffs in here. The leather is still very soft, very supple, and for a 2006 has held up, I would say, pretty darn well. You do have a sunroof as well. Let's get in and take a look at the rest. To the glove box, you do have your original Ford owner's manual. Got a nice little 12-volt plug in there. Pretty standard for 2006. You've got a 6-disc in-dash CD changer. I know you're dying to use that. AC controls, parking sensors in the rear, another 12-volt there. You used to have an ashtray that's snapped in there, but it's been taken out, so you just have a little cubby holder now. And of course, huge cup holders. You can remove these if you have bigger cups like your Yetis or your Stanleys. So plenty of cup holder space. Let's take a look at this back seat area. So this is not a bare bones truck being a Lariat. You know, this is still the truck for the guy that says, hey, if I gotta go to work, I at least want to look good doing it. Now, I've always been a fan of the F-150. It's probably right up there with the Tundra to me when we talk about these old ones. So if I was gonna buy one, it definitely would not be a brand new one. It would be an old one, like this. So while today's trucks may have 10-inch screens, 400 cameras, 27 drive modes, there's something refreshing about getting in something that just simply works. No gimmicks. This is back when Ford Tough actually meant something. All right, well, you know we gotta take a look under the hood. Okay, so once again, you have that Triton 5.4 V8 engine. And for those of you wondering, yes, This is the 3-valve powering this thing. So you've got 300 horsepower, 365 foot-pounds of torque, paired to a 4-speed automatic transmission. Not that crazy 10-speed you see in modern trucks. Thank the Lord. 0 to 60 is going to come in at a staggering 8.7 seconds. Hold on, Mildred. So it's not a sports car, but it'll haul if you want it to. Fuel mileage, you're right at 12 city and 16 highway. So combined, you're about 13.8 in this thing. So you definitely better love rumble and muscle if you're buying this thing, because you will not pass many gas stations. But that's not what you buy this truck for. Mileage right now, like I said, is 158,000 and some change. But let's fire this thing up. It definitely doesn't get more old school than this. Very simple to read cluster right here. No dummy lights on, no TPMS lights on, none of that. In the wheel, of course, you have your cruise control, your radio controls. Over here, not a whole lot to look at, just your dimming switch for your cluster, your headlights. Moving on to the door, you have your power windows and lock controls, your mirrors. Very, very simple and straightforward truck. So what else is there to say about this truck? Well, it was built back in an era when Ford actually gave a crap and built a vehicle well, and that didn't see the service department on a monthly basis. So yes, it has leather, it has an upgraded sound system, a sunroof, some neat creature comforts, but it's not a spaceship. You can actually still work on this thing yourself if you so desire. All right, well, let's go ahead and run this thing up and down the road. All right, let's get our belt on. See what kind of muscle she has left in her. All right, so our AC is below an ice cold, even though it's nice and cool out right now. Okay, well, she tracks good, stays in her lane. Yeah, nothing crazy to report. Drives exactly how it probably did in 2006. As I showed you before, no dummy lights or anything like that. Yeah, very smooth. Years ago when I got in the business, I worked for a Ford store back in 2000. And I drove a few of these as demos. One time I was in an accident so bad at a toll plaza that I got rear-ended by a dump truck. And my good buddy and me, the only way we escaped from getting burned alive was going right out this sunroof. So these F-150s hold a special place in my heart. And I will never own a vehicle that doesn't have a sunroof now. Because, Lord forbid, we not had a sunroof with the way that fire was burning and the way we were trapped in the middle of that toll plaza. The only way to get out was to climb out the roof and slide down the hood. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of this F-150? How much do you think we are asking for it? See how she turns here. Okay, let's punch it. Let's give it some beans, huh? Well, she almost gets out of her own way. All right, well, very happy with the way the truck drives. I know that's no surprise to you. All right, well, that's the rub on this 2006 Ford F-150 Lariat 4x2. If you live in the Central Florida area and are interested in seeing this vehicle for yourself, feel free to fire off an email to me. The asking price is $9,900. As always, Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I'm so happy to be back and filming content for you guys again. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I'll see you soon. And are interested in seeing this vehicle for yourself, please. All right, so there's the rub on this 2006 Ford F-150 Lariat 4x2. If you are interested in getting more information on this vehicle, or if you'd like to schedule an appointment to see it personally with me, and you live, Jesus. All right, well, that's the rub.